today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Michelle Casey, who is the Associate Director and Campaign Manager for the Central Missouri Humane Society. And we also have Baking Chocolate joining us.
Baking Chocolate, special guest.
Hi, Baking Chocolate. Oh, he is the cutest little kitten.
Isn't he, darling?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, just about 8 weeks and a little over 2 pounds and just a really chill, very cool little kitten.
He is just purring and enjoying his time in the spotlight.
Yep.
He's doing great. Okay, Michelle, tell us what is happening over at Central Missouri Humane Society.
Lots of wonderful things happening at CMHS. It is officially kitten season, so that is why we brought our little guest here. He is one of the dozens of kittens that we have in our care right now. So in the summer and spring months, the longer daylight hours and the warmer temperatures kind of kicks cats into a breeding cycle. And cats can actually get pregnant at 4 months. So it's an issue that can explode pretty quickly and make a big problem. So lots of kittens coming into the shelter. So we're really looking for foster parents who are interested in temporarily caring for some of our animals at the shelter so we can have a little more space for the ones that still need our help.
Yes. And I will tell you, I was telling you before we came on air that I had a kitten story myself, where we had a stray mama cat who had kittens in our backyard, and we had to have her trapped and neutered, and they returned her to the location.
Yep.
And we've seen her around. She relocated the kittens, but we've still seen her around. And I love the fact that she's around, but that she can't get pregnant again.
Yes, absolutely. And that is a service that we offer. It's called TNR, so Trap, Neuter, Release. We also vaccinate them as well. So you can come to the CMHS, you can rent a humane live trap, and then we help with getting them fixed, vaccinated, and then released back out into the community. So it's a great program, and it definitely prevents a lot of unwanted litters in our community.
Yeah, it really is a great program, because when you think about it, that a kitten can get pregnant at 4 months, that can cause a cycle that just...
Absolutely. And they can get pregnant when they're nursing. So,
goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So really appreciate the community that's out there working to identify these colonies and then get them brought into us or some other orgs to get them spayed and neutered. So
yes,
very important thing. And I'm very grateful for the community for helping us with this.
Yes, me as well. I am as well. I am now a huge advocate.
Yeah.
I've seen it work. Okay. So what else is happening? I know there's lots going on.
Lots going on. Yeah. So it's been a busy summer already. We've got, like I said, dozens and dozens of kittens in our system right now. A lot of them are bottle babies too that came in with no mom. So they are kittens that are very vulnerable. They need to be fed around the clock every 2 hours. They can't even use the restroom by themselves. So we have some amazing caregivers who really just put in 24/7 care for these guys until they're big enough and ready to go up for adoption. So very, very grateful to all of our fosters and volunteers, and always looking for more.
I was going to say, I'll bet you're always looking for more volunteers.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And in the summer, a lot of people travel and stuff. So sometimes fostering, we have a difficult time placing everybody in foster. So if anyone's interested, you can sign up online on our website, and it's not necessarily long-term. You can do short-term fostering too. So even if you just have a weekend available and you want to bring a little friend over, it makes a big difference, and we learn a lot about them outside of the shelter and in and home.
Okay, that is very good information. Good information, because I didn't even know you could do a short-term foster.
You can do a short-term foster, yeah. Okay. We also, our volunteer program, we have a doggy day out. So if you wanted to come pick up a dog and spend the whole afternoon, you can go out on the town. We have some dog-approved places and patios, or you can just take the pup home and sit on the couch and watch a movie and bring them back at the end of the day. So
that's
very cool
great.
ways to get involved.
That is a very good way to get involved. And if you're thinking about getting a dog, that's a great way to kind of test the waters.
Yeah, definitely, and see if you're ready for that kind of commitment.
Yes, it's a commitment.
Yeah, absolutely.
A fun one, but it is a commitment.
Definitely.
It is a commitment. Okay, what else is happening? Expansion?
We desperately need to get out of that building. We've been there since 1976, and it is completely degraded with thousands of animals coming through our doors over the years. So we have made some great strides in fundraising. We still have some fundraising to go. So construction costs just keep on climbing, unfortunately. So we cannot delay this project, though, because soon we will not be able to operate out of that building, and it really just is no longer safe for the animals and members of the community. So we got a little more fundraising to go. We do have naming opportunities in the new building, which is very exciting if you'd like to leave some sort of a legacy gift. Just really approaching donors and trying to get the word out about this project. It's really going to be transformative for animal welfare in our community. And we have 17.5 acres down on East Brown School Road. So for the first time, this community is going to have an actual animal care campus. So we are just absolutely thrilled and grateful to everyone who has donated. And I am happy to offer tours of the current shelter and the new property. So if anyone is interested, please reach out to to me, you can find all my details on the website.
Yeah, and you've talked a little, I mean, I've heard a little bit about the campus, but tell us a little bit more about what's going into that campus. It's not just like a bigger building like what you have now. There's a lot more that's going to be happening there.
Yeah, and we're only on 2.88 acres right now, so now we have the space to really evolve and grow and then bring on community partners as well. So that's what's really exciting, and we've definitely learned the more that we all work together, the bigger impact we can make for pets. So
That is very
we
true.
are really excited about the possibilities, and we can really we have wonderful programs we already offer, but we're going to really be able to impact more animals and more people in our community in this new building and this new campus.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what's your target for when you guys break ground and kind of start building? Like, do you have a target?
Yeah, so there's a lot of processing and a lot of planning that goes
Yeah.
into this. So with our architect and our contractor, so we are in design development right now, which is exciting. So this is when we pick out all the details of the interiors and the kennels and all that stuff. So we have to be very thoughtful about it. It's a tedious process, but we know we want to do this once and we want to do this right. So we're going to put the time into it and make sure that we get the shelter that this community really deserves.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And people should come by and get a tour.
Yes, please come by, because I can show pictures all day and talk about what it's like, but when you walk in there and you see what we're up against, you really understand the challenges that we face every day.
Yeah, I think that when you go into the shelter, you have to see it.
Yeah.
And then when you pair that with the numbers, when you talk about how many animals are coming through and you look at the space, then you understand why it's so important
Absolutely.
for you guys to get into that larger campus.
Yep, and we are the only open admission shelter in Boone County. So every animal that gets picked up through animal control, all of these animals in need end up with us at our facility. So that's a lot of animals coming in every year, and so we're just really, really thrilled. And a big shout out to my staff, because summer is a difficult time to work at the shelter. It's just we're busy all the time and lots of movement. So a big shout out to the staff, because even though we are in this building that is crumbling around us, our animals are so happy.
Yes.
And that is because my staff really puts in the time and the effort, not just to meet their physical needs, but their mental and emotional needs as well.
Yeah,
So,
which is so very important.
yeah, so we have a fantastic team, and we just need a little bit more help from the community with fundraising, and we're going to get there, and we're hoping to break ground next spring.
Okay, hoping to break ground next spring. So get out and support. Go and foster or adopt a kitten. And look, there's baking chocolate back up on the mic.
Bacon chocolate, bacon chocolate.
Thank you guys both so much for being here.
Thank you so much.